Hello and welcome to another vlog with me, Alex, where we're going to be talking about filming preparation.
Yep.
And basically just getting ready to start filming our first pieces for our music video.
Yep.
So first of all, we're doing the narrative part of our video because just in terms of the weather and in terms of the feel and getting stuff sorted in terms of the instruments, it makes more sense to do narrative first.
Yeah.
Because it's filming outdoors for the majority of it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So in terms of organisation then, I think I took it basically on myself to know what everyone's doing,
Yeah.
to get a day to do it on, and because of how dark it gets when we finish school, we can't film after school, can we, really?
No.
Apart from the nighttime scene, which we will film after school,
Yeah.
or most likely anyway. So basically it's either Saturday or Sunday,
Yeah.
and a couple of members of our group are busy on Sunday, so on Sundays because various things, and Saturday's a day where we've all got free, so Saturday's the best day to do it, and we've organised this Saturday to be our first filming day, where we're going to be going and shooting basically around the scenes that we can do, and also obviously stuff that we find whilst we're filming that looks good, that looks interesting, to add to the shots that we've already got on this Saturday for the narrative.
Yeah.
Time as well, actually.
Yeah.
We're going to film, because Saturdays we've all got free, I'm going to film quite a long time. I'm going to film from getting set up probably 10:30 after set up. We thought till about 4 is when we've organised the times, and that gives us quite a long time, so we can go and get a lot of stuff done.
Yeah.
Which is good because of what there's 4 members in our group, because of everyone's schedules and stuff. It's really hard to get people organised, and so we need to do as much as we can when we can, get in the groove.
Yeah.
Filming, get quite a lot of stuff done, lots of different shots.
Yeah. All right. So in terms of props, we're going to bring, because obviously we need props to film this video. We're going to have a range of different things. I mean, obviously during the performance section, we're going to have guitars and instruments and drums and everything. But we're filming the narrative right now. So what we're gonna need is a rucksack for our protagonist to basically get all this food out. But it's going to be so we need like a big trekking backpack, and I've got one of those, so I'll be providing that. We'll also need a can. A can of food, canned food for the protagonist to eat, and maybe with this a can opener if we decide to include a shot where he's opening it. But we can
try it with that.
Yeah, what we might just do is just have he pulls out the canned food and his rucksack's now empty, and then he takes the can and immediately it's open and he's already scoffing it, just to add that effect.
Yeah, besides how hungry he is.
Yeah, exactly.
He's scoffing it out.
We'll also need a box of matches, with matches included, so we can film the sort of symbolic shot in time with the lyrics, where it says, "Where time dissolves the brightest flame." Basically, for this shot, we're going to be having the protagonist holding a match. A lit match up to the camera, and then the camera's going to sort of pan up. So and when the flame's right, hopefully we're going to time it so when the flame is right at the bottom, the match burns out, and then the smoke is just following the smoke trail upwards as it sort of reaches the sky or the ceiling.
Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, nice guy. And so that that's going to be symbolic in time with the lyrics of "Where Time Dissolves Brightest Flame." And then after that, for the scene where he finds the abandoned car, obviously we're going to be needing a car to abandon, and it's going to sort of have that open, doors flung open, every possessions, belongings left on the side of the road. So we're going to need a phone, like a mobile phone, just to show they left the family. It's going to be a family car, and the phone was left behind just on the dashboard, you know, because they didn't need it. It's the apocalypse. And also there'll be a wallet, a discarded wallet in there, which the protagonist, when he's searching through, is going to find. And inside, we're going to need some wads of money, which hopefully we can pull together just to get like a decent amount of money looking in there, so it can be really effective when the protagonist completely ignores that, because it's, you know, there's a stack of cash in there and he's like, nah, I don't need that, it's apocalypse. And he's going to, and we also need like a family photo so I think, are we doing the protagonist's family, or are we doing it's a different family?
A different family.
A different family. So we're going to need like a random family photo, like a generic family photo on the internet.
Yeah.
Get like a family photo, print one of those off, put it in the wallet, and have like, so it's like, maybe it's the dad's wallet and he's got a picture of his family in there, and this is going to sort of like make the protagonist just distraught basically, because it's like, you know,
when he finds
the
jumper,
the jumper in the next, which is the next prop I was going to talk about, which is the jumper. We're going to need a ripped child's jumper, like
just quickly, we're going to need to film the family shot, aren't we? Because the jumper needs to be the same. Obviously, for the audience to recognise it, it's got to be the same.
No.
The jumper isn't.
Yeah, you're right. Unless we get really lucky and find one on the internet, whatever. But I got to say, so we'll probably be filming that. Most likely be filming the family shot, so it's more effective when the ripped child's jumper. Basically, we're going to get child's jumper and rip it to shreds, and just so it looks all old and decrepit, and you know it's been there for a while, and either you know it's been attacked by animals or whatever, or like, you know. So the child has obviously died. So like that's what we want to show in this scene, and that, you know, the protagonist is already like angry and sad about the apocalypse, and now he found out, you know, that like no one has been spared in this apocalypse. You know, there's families, women, children, dogs, cats, pets, everything living is dead, and that's just, you know, it just basically killed them, which brings us into the insane section of the end song, but we'll get onto that later. And finally, one more prop we need is a half-drank bottle of water, just so that you can basically see he's been there for a while, but the protagonist needs any supplies he can get. You know, he's just found perfect, you know, half a bottle of water, so he's going to need that. And maybe that's like his prized possession for a while, because it's the only clean water he's had in a while. That hasn't come from like the rain or a running dirty river or something. And hopefully we'll be able to provide those somehow. I can provide the trekking rucksack. Michael, you said you get the can of beans.
Yeah.
Can opener.
Yeah.
Well, any of us can do that, but Michael, Scott Hines.
Right, well, we're going to my house, aren't we, for the filming, because my parents are still going to stay later.
Yeah. And we'll probably rob off the label as well, so it's just like a generic kind of beans, because we don't want to be doing any subliminal advertising for whoever's beans it was, and then we have to pay them royalties for the use of their logo. And in terms of costume, what we're going to be needing is like some sort of normal looking hiking gear. We're not doing, you know, one of those extreme interpretations of the apocalypse where everyone straps animal skins and skulls and whatever else to their clothing just as soon as it happens. Like, yeah, this is what we dress like now. We're not doing that. This is an every man's apocalypse, if you like, where just everyone. You know, he's the only one left. Everyone else died. Our protagonist is the only one left, and so he knew he sort of, as soon as it happened, he obviously knew he needed to get some suitable gear if he was going to be just hiking along the land for the rest of his life, just trying to survive. So it's just basically be like some. All of this is going to be like muddied up, just like some boots, some walking boots, outdoor gear. Obviously, because, you know, it suits the big red rucksack that we've got for the props. Basically just some torn boots, you know, like walking boots. Maybe they're quite old, muddy.
Yeah, I've got some of them.
Yeah.
Just rough them up.
Get them from Michael. We've got some sort of trekking trousers, like walking trousers. You know, like they're sort of maybe waterproofed or whatever. You know, just loads of pockets, cargo. You know, pockets, and then you know, like maybe like a t-shirt, not t-shirt, yeah, like a muddy t-shirt with, you know, underneath like a survival jacket, you know, like maybe either that could be waterproof or just, you know, like warm.
You could have a big coat.
Yeah, or like a like a trench coat or something. Or, like if we can get a trench coat.
We'll see what we get and see what fits, man. We'll have a little tinker around with it.
Yeah, a trench coat, that'd be quite good because I think that's sort of what you'd wear.
Again, it's about getting the ones that we can rough up as well.
Yeah, and that could like double as a blanket when we do the scene where it's like trying to get sleep. It's like maybe sleeping on a trench coat. So and that could be really useful, and that's basically our costume. So hopefully a trench coat, if not like a jacket, a muddy t-shirt, muddied walking trousers with cargo pockets, you know, for keeping all his gear in, and some like grey or brown walking boots that are, you know, ripped and torn and they've been through a lot. And that's costume.
We've already talked about it a little bit with Alex, talking about props and costumes we're using.
Yeah.
But some stuff we're going to do in preparation for filming, as obviously this vlog's about, is going to be preparing the props and the costumes.
Yeah.
And also we're going to do that on the same day as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll also have the props ready before we go, you know, the night before, sort them out and get them, you know, we're not going to and on the actual day, for example, we're going to go and prepare the props, such as we're going to dirty the bags, so we're going to go and just literally just mud them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just, generally just like shake them up, rough them up a little bit, you know, like just make them scruffy, make it, you know, like a bit broken, if you know what I'm saying.
And if it's expendable, we'll like rip it off.
Yeah, if it's expendable, sure. So like the bag, because you said the bag's alright to get dirty and stuff.
The bag's alright to get dirty, but I'm not sure we want. I don't
That's
think
fine.
the bag.
Dirty is fine.
Dirty. If we got a big dirty, because I don't think it would be ripped. I think you got a ripped bag. I think it's useless.
Yeah, I mean you've got other stuff you can rip anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's what. Yeah, because we get the Charles jumper, we get the wallet maybe.
So obviously we've got to make the protagonist muddy.
Yeah,
as well.
obviously.
And we've got to make sure that when we're doing it on this filming section, which is really important, when we're doing it, we're making him like get all muddied up on this session, we've got to make sure that it's easily, like, obviously not going to be exactly the same because it just makes sense, but we've got to make sure it's like we've got fit pictures of how he looks on that day.
Yeah.
We're going to do a picture of him on the day, so that when we need to film the shots again on this day, or maybe when we're filming the rest of the piece, he doesn't, like, the mud just doesn't like disappear or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to look fairly similar on the days.
Yeah.
So we're going to make sure that we do it perfectly on that day, so that when we film next time, it will also look pretty good.
Yeah.
Positioning of the props and costumes is also a really important part that we haven't really talked about yet.
No, we haven't.
But when we're like positioning the wallet and the phone in the car, for example, when we're positioning the children's jumper, the bowl, we're going to all position it and like again experiment. Like the whole thing's about experimenting to see like which thing's better there, what's effective in terms of the piece here and there.
Yeah.
And we're just going to see what it's like in this position.
Just play around with it.
Yes, literally that's it.
See what works best.
Yeah, and just see what it's like in that third, or you know, just generally see which is more effective. Because it might be more effective than what we've already got penciled in. No. So that's just basically all we're going to do with the preparation of costumes and props. Just generally make them a bit worse for wear, mud them up, and play around with the filming.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, yeah. All right. The next, I wouldn't call it an issue, but it's just more of a thing that we have to organise for the filming day is transport. Like obviously we have to get there somehow. Like first of all we're going to be meeting out one of our houses so that we can basically just all organise ourselves there and then go and transport ourselves to the fields. Hopefully one of our I think you said your parents would be
Yeah, well, my parents have got a car,
Oh, right.
and they're willing to take us to the filming location on the day.
Yeah.
So basically, we're just going to make our way there for 10,
Yeah.
get there, and then parents are going to take us in the car,
Yep.
and just start filming.
Get us down the field. And basically that's all we need to do. We might be able. Do you reckon we could use the car for the take us, or
We'll
for
see.
the prop?
Obviously, my parents, it's kind of awkward. My parents don't want to be standing there around in a different location for half an hour while we're filming with it. So
it's whether we can call
talk
them
about it.
when we need the car.
Yeah.
Or,
We'll see. I mean, we'll have to do it eventually.
Yeah.
I guess.
Or it could just be on a different day when we film the car shot.
Yeah. I mean, there's loads of shots to do.
Like,
So
we can get ourselves down there today, and then on a different day we can go down there, have park the car, leave the doors open, so that we can go and film and to get that's probably about an hour job, isn't it?
yeah.
Just getting that car shot, because you've got to get it all set up.
So travelling between locations as well.
Travelling between locations, yeah.
We should walk.
Yeah, walking easy.
So
Because
it's quite far, as we said now. As we said, me and Nathan said in the research blog we did.
yeah.
The Wreckhead blog.
Yeah.
The film locations are all dotted around Newborough and the outskirts, so we're going to be walking from place to place.
But it's not too far.
No, it's fine.
But it's just an easy job to walk between locations, carry all the equipment, carry all the props, whatever. That's just our transport. We don't need a car. We've got legs. Yeah.
Okay. So a main part of the filming preparation itself is actually preparing the camera and the actual shooting of the film. In terms of camera, as we said last year, one of our members of the group has actually got a camera and a tripod.
Yeah.
So we're going to just be using his camera and tripod and his SD card. So we've got all that set up. Obviously, just a little bit of like logistics. We just need to make sure the camera's charged, make sure the camera's alright to be filming, and for the day. So make sure that's fine. And the tripod as well, making sure when setting up the tripod for the actual filming that it's level, or that it's completely set on in terms of angles, or in terms of filming for exactly how we want it to be.
Yeah.
Also, when we're filming, this is a really key feature for us. We've got to film each specific shot that we've got in our shot list. We're going to take the shot list out with us so we know what we're filming.
Yeah.
Each specific shot in the shot list, we're going to film at least 4 times.
Yeah.
So that, and watch them back obviously as well. So we can pick each little individual, like, I don't know what's the word, sort of individual little perk of that specific shot that will set it apart.
Look at the pros and cons.
Yeah. And then we'll just choose the best shot from there, because you need a big range of shots when you're doing this sort of thing. Also as well, as we've already mentioned, variation, testing out different things.
Yeah.
That's a huge part. We're going to be doing that all day. So that's a huge part of just when we've got creative ideas on set or what looks good.
Yep.
We'll try a bit of that.
Yeah, we might improvise a bit.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, for sure. And also, another important factor is getting the actors ready each time with when we're filming, so they know when the cues, just the general sort of order of filming.
Yeah.
And organisation of the set is really important, as we learned, like in the BFI when we went there and all that sort of stuff. We've learned that the setup and the organisation of everyone on the set needs to be very good. And actors ready, obviously. The focus and zoom needs to be correct each time. The focus needs to be dead on, or if we're doing an out of focus shot, we need to make sure that the change between them are exactly how we want them. So we're going to be watching back a lot of stuff, obviously. The zoom is really important as well. So we've got to make sure that every little element of the shot looks good as we're filming it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be one of our jobs. We're going to set the jobs between us as well, what we're going to do. And it's generally going to take a lot of effort into making the actual filming of the shots perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, what comes after the filming process is post-production stuff, and that. So obviously, on the next available school day, after we've finished all our this section of filming, all of this section from. We're going to be in the editing rooms, basically just looking at what shots are the best. Like Michael said, we're going to have multiple shots of each one. We're going to look at getting the best and worst out of which are the best and which are the worst, and using what ones we think are good, and editing those together into something coherent. We're also going to have to colour grade them, so that they look alright, and so that everything's the right shade of pink or whatever.
Test around with it as well.
Play around, just see what looks the most post-apocalyptic, if you like. We'll also have to do sound mixing. Obviously it's a music video, so we don't want any sound from our filming being in there.
Yeah, just cut that out.
Just cut out all the sound, separate it, get separated from the video feed.
And the timeline.
Cut that out, and get it just out of the timeline, because it's a music video. We don't want background noises, mucking up our listening experience. We're also going to have to, like I said before, we said it in the shot list, superimpositions. There's going to be a couple of shots where, like we have one shot,
The photo.
like the photo, or we have one shot playing here, and then sort of over the top, like flashing up on screen, sort of half transparent on the screen. We're going to have another shot or a picture or whatever,
Transitions, effectively.
like I did say before about the match, when it's burning up, when we're following the smoke from the burnt out match up towards the sky, and the lyrics go ever the same. And hopefully what we're going to do is have the lead singer's face at that point superimposed over that, so he's saying ever the same as
Over the night sky, won't it be?
over the night, yeah, it'll be over the night sky. It'll be over the smoke and over the night sky. So like, just as that's happening, we've got the singer go over the top, and that's basically post-production. Obviously, like I said before, editing it all together and getting it all looking good.
Alright, so that's it for the filming preparation vlog. The next vlog is going to be actually on Saturday, I think. When we're filming, we're just going to do a quick vlog explaining how we're set up.
Yeah.
We might just experiment with a couple of little vlogs that sort of see around the place and what we're doing at that time.
We might take the camera around with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of.
More of an interactive sort of video.
Yeah.
These sort of boring vlogs.
Yeah.
Probably going to look at the cast, the protagonist, get pictures of them,
Yeah.
and put them on our blog as well,
Yeah.
because that's going to be how they look as a character. So until those go up, thanks for watching.